A lot of times people think a leader is a boss or someone who is at the top and you have people at the bottom following. But leadership to me means servanthood. There's a large portion of becoming a leader that requires following and serving before you become a leader. There's always more to do as far as a volunteer. I feel like when you have a cup of love, a cup of patience, it's never going to be full, but it should also never be empty. And for me, I've worked with Young Alumni Council, I've helped plan events, host events, I've done Pitt Day of Giving, I've done Pitt Make a Difference Day, but I don't want to stop doing those things. So the work continues on, we continue to do those things. However, I'm always thinking, what can we do more? Like, what is something that we can do that's bigger? My time as a Young Alumni Council member and chair, I would have an email signature, and at the end of the signature, I had my own slogan, and it would say, to the alumni, thank you so much for all your serving, all the things that you've been doing. And then at the very end, I would say thank you for your Panther blood, your gold tears, and your blue sweat. Essentially saying thank you for your blood, sweat, and tears. And I created that kind of thinking, you know what, I want to have some sort of way that I can kind of express how much work we put into what we do. Having this opportunity to share my journey and my story speaks volumes, especially coming from an era where we, as a marginalized group of people, specifically women of color, we're not always celebrated, we're not always honored, and our voices aren't always heard. So to have this opportunity to share my voice and hear my journey, I'm thankful and blessed that my university has given me this opportunity.
Leadership means to me authentic service. It means performing needs assessments continuously for the individuals around you, both the people that you are mentoring and guiding, as well as the people that are benefiting from your mentorship and guidance. It means ensuring that the legacy that is left is one of constantly reaching for a higher ground versus ever remembering who taught you how to get there. You know, initially in this adventure of higher education, Pitt seemed like the choice because that's what I was born into. By the time I was entering graduate school for my master's degree, I had already engaged and interacted with some of the faculty, and I had loved my learning experience that it seemed like there was no other option. The University of Pittsburgh is a recognized name. Pitt is a name that people know. And when someone also selects to continuously go back to the same university, it speaks together as a story that says, this university has a reputation, and on top of that, this individual found the learning experience so rewarding that they chose to go back again and again and again. I want to forever have the opportunity to recognize that every accomplishment that I have achieved has a foundational root in the University of Pittsburgh. I want to tell my Pitt story to individuals who maybe have never even thought about pursuing the University of Pittsburgh, as well as to those who are maybe a little bit afraid or cautious. I want my story to just always have the blue and gold ribbon running through it.